I'm sorry, yeah, but I'm not having that. I'm not really having because you got an issue with EIE because of that. Now you hate me. Fuck all of that, man. We're grown fucking people. Like, what the fuck, man? Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
So he dislikes you enough so the narrative can keep flying, the lies can be spinning, using us to fight her pathetic, disgusting, low IQ degenerate. That's how much you dislike Nanifa.
For me,
you got my fucking number, you little bitch. But that's how much you dislike Nanifa, that you would allow all this fuckery to go on. And all now, I'm gonna keep reminding the people he ain't said he's fucking black. Let's just make sure we keep putting it out there. Yeah. So you're allowing all of this when you could have fucking done clean it up. In fact, you left 5 whole fucking days to come and open your mouth. And when you did come, you come with your fucking violins and fucking payola. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't fooling nobody. Me is ugly.
What I would say is, for me, the most, I don't care whether he says he's black or not. If there's people going around saying things about Nanifa and taking those things out of context and saying things like she would call her mixed race a byproduct and shape shifting and mix and matching, I would suggest, brother Buddha, clarify that and if you can, put a stop to it, because that there is proper, you know what I mean? That's out of order. So yeah, for me, that needs to stop, because if you listen to the thing, nothing like that was said. So it's as simple as that. And for me, a lot of things should be in-house anyway, but yeah, Nanifa, I get it. You lot don't understand it. So for me, it would be a thing of, I'll ask. If you say no, you're going to keep them on. Simple as that. Or you won't. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. It's your channel.
You never even asked me to kick him off.
Right. But I think he was saying...
One second. Yeah. The thing is here, I'm manual on him, right? Yeah. So let's not go on like my man was like Buddha was going on like some shrinking violet, you know. You saw the comment before when he said about how he wrapped him up and whatever. Yeah. So Buddha was in war mode. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah. Now you've heard Buddha said he's from the roads. Yeah. So before he was a Buddha, he was from the roads, innit? Yeah. So he was doing his thing, man. I'm saying to you, he was doing his thing.
Yeah, that's what he don't want to realize. That boy came up here with the energy to disrespect Nanifa, me, the whole damn panel. He was pissed off.
That day, you mean, not today?
That intellect, it's cool. We make it run in it because you know how we go already, and I'm not on that. Yeah, my thing is this, and I don't even care about all of that. You know, I just want to know. Cool, you don't like me. Yeah, you've come and repeated it again this evening. I got no problem, but tell me why. Because if it's because of EIE, then that is pussyism. Yeah, because if we're on the roads, yeah, like, are you telling me if we was in a friendship circle or whatever, yeah, are you saying because I'm friends with our next guy, and you and that guy is warring, that then means that me and you can't be friends?
Yeah,
that's basically what it amounts to.
Yeah, that's right. If we're warring on the road,
I don't like that, bro. I don't roll like
what?
that, man.
Yeah, what?
Like that.
So on the roads, that's a simple thing.
That, man.
Yeah, a foolishness. Well, maybe you don't know how the roads run.
Man, what are you talking about?
Maybe you don't have a
granddad. What are you talking about?
You said the roads. I agree. It's not the same anyway. I agree. Listen, all I'm saying is, I could see the frustration. He admits he didn't ask you to get them off, but if that's the reason, that was it. So I'm saying when he says I don't like you,
still coming up saying he don't like me. Yeah, you heard him.
I know, and I was shocked. I was shocked.
No, well, okay, so I was shocked last week, yeah, but I've had a week to get over it. Now,
today wasn't the first time he said he don't like you,
now,
you know that.
Well, I didn't know that, innit? He's already made me look like a dickhead in front of you lot already, innit, Carl? You lot are saying that you've been penning it for weeks or months or whatever.
Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it? Fuck this. Do you want to hear it again so we can all hear it? I'm getting sick of this week that I didn't know. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear what we have to hear? Would that help you, Nanifa? You're pissing me off now too.
Yes.
I don't know why you're getting pissed off, bro. Like, don't get pissed off.
Silly questions. He's told you to your face he don't like you. He's never gonna like you. He's been on your panel just now, not even that long ago, telling you straight. What more do you need to talk to?
Listen, Divine, am I not talking to Telect?
Listen, batty boy Veli, yeah? Know your place, yeah? You look an idiot. Damn peckerwood monkey, bro. Who are you talking to? Fool. Can't even hear the thing properly. Dance. Yeah, so anyway, all I was saying was if he hasn't
somebody playing something?
Huh?
I thought you said somebody.
I'm not sure if Divine's playing nothing, but we can't hear it.
No.
Wow. Veli idiot. Yeah? Smelly Veli with a big fat belly. Listen carefully to what I say and don't accuse me of wrong things, Veli. If you can't hear, clean out your ears.
How have you gone to Veli now? Like, what, man?
Imagine what I said, yeah, that he hangs with the... He's saying I called him a pub landlord. Where did I call him a pub landlord? That's an idiot. I said he has a lager with the mates. Yeah, so I'm saying I don't see him the same as in pro-black like you. So he has that kind of extension. You might also do that, but I'm saying I don't get that vibe from you. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a different thing. Yeah? I don't see him as a person who's pro-black into the culture. I see him as more a person that likes to go to the football matches and have a lager and whatever else.
All right, then. Put yourself in our shoes. You said we're pro-black. Here comes Buddha. In our words, in our understanding of what he's doing, disrespect those who came before us, who laid the foundation that Buddha is benefiting from. Yeah. But Buddha is acting as if he don't even know that the people who laid the foundation for him is why he's able to go report that he was treated unfairly and got the results he got. We're pro-black and we're trying to explain this to him, but yet he is there now telling us he's got a better system and it works. And he's doing it in this condescending way. And then he's telling me about suck mother and all this shit. What do you think is going to happen?
Okay. You've just, again, I don't know why you keep misrepresenting what he's saying. Never did he say that those things in the past did not work. He said the enemy has changed strategy, so we need to change strategy.
He didn't even acknowledge those things in the past. We made him aware of those things in the past.
No, that's not true. He did. No,
at what point? At what point did he acknowledge it?
His side or our side. We're not remixing nothing. He did say. In fact, do you want to hear his words? What he actually said?
At what point, though? At what point of the conversation?
Yes, I want to. Let's hear it.
He did say that racism doesn't exist, but it didn't work. It's not working anymore. Right. That's what he said. He did acknowledge it does exist.
Thank you.
We're not going to do this.
But he said it didn't work, though. He didn't think that the
said if it ain't working, if the formula that we're using ain't working no more.
That's what I'm saying. He did not. Man, look.
Bro, he did. Go ahead. He clearly made it.
He did say racism is there. But he's saying the way we're approaching racism ain't working. That's his point.
He said they've changed their strategy, so we need to change our strategy. What is there that you understand? You keep trying to accuse the man of something he ain't saying. Weird, bro.
You playing something, Lady D?
Lady D telling you.
I can play it if you don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, I'm there. I'm listening. Remember, half of the time I'm muted. I'm not even contributing to the conversation. So if anyone's got a better, clearer understanding of what took place, it would have been me because I was listening to all parties. So remember, at this point in time, when we're put in this position, none of us is talking. We've all gone quiet and allowed Buddha and Nanifa to have the conversation. Buddha's now bringing the conversation to Nanifa because even halfway through, you can hear the frustration in Buddha's voice when he's dealing with Nanifa. Hence why I come off mic and tell him what's all the aggression towards Nanifa. You're going to hear me clearly say it. But like literally, you can hear the conversations flowing. He blatantly says that there's racism and it has always existed. It's not going nowhere. He's very clear in saying that. It ain't going nowhere. But what his argument is, what he's trying to present is the way we're approaching dealing with racism. It's all a
Lady D, him acknowledging there is racism. Did he acknowledge the struggle that that was put in to get the institutions that he's now taking advantage of?
Yes.
Did he acknowledge those institutions, those struggles, those people who came before him, or was it us who made him aware of those struggles that came before him?
Wow. Oh, bloody hell.
So what it was, bro, this is where the contention first came into play. So what he's saying is basically society's changed, the times of everything changed. How racism presented itself back in the past is not the same way that racism manifests itself now in time we're living in now, right? So he's saying what we were doing back then to combat racism ain't necessarily appropriate for what's going to happen now. But that's not a problem with that. No one's got an issue with that. The only time I had a problem is when he was presenting it to me, when I'm listening to him, and this is what I'm hearing from what he's saying, is that how we've got to cushion the blow in order to get to the goal by any means necessary is what he's saying. That means if we've got to look like fucking idiot, pet box, kick and lick down, so be it, take it, but do as long as the object is
okay. But that's what Issa is saying. We're interpreting his words to be. What you just said.
No, he definitely said his
words to say that. Issa didn't say that.
No, one of the approaches that he mentioned of how to like a different approach was not calling it racism, and I think everybody on the panel had a disagreement that we were not in favor. And to me, I liken that to in order to prevent yourself from getting being an unarmed Black man getting killed, you shouldn't wear hoodies. Let's not address how it's unfair of what happened to Trayvon Martin. Let's not address the fact that he was unarmed and was killed. Let's shuck and jive and be nice and be compliant and be good little Negroes.
That's
so that we wouldn't be harmed.
Came to melanated.
Yeah, that's exactly how it came across, right? That's exactly how it came across.
Issa is saying he was saying.
But that's what came across. See what you could say. That's not what he was saying. But that's what everybody else heard.
Hold on. When he mentioned the book, The Art of War, when he mentioned this is what
clear on that.
He should have been more specific. What part of the book?
Misrepresented him.
What part of the book?
Right.
He should have been more specific. What part of the book? Because if when people start hearing you and they're taking it that way, it's for him to bring the clarity of what his point is. That's what I'm talking about, accountability. If people are telling you this is what I'm getting from what you said, then you have to say no. Well, okay. What I meant was that you got to bring the clarity. You can't just be listing the title of a book. What part of the book? What page? What chapter? What you talking about?
Okay, exactly. And when he was trying to do that, this man here was interrupting him. Exact point we're making.
Shit.
You want him to clarify?
No, what did he say that was trying to? What? No, don't. What did he say that he was trying to?
I'm saying, this is so clear. If you listen to it constantly, this guy's interrupting him, and he's getting vexed and vexed and vexed and vexed. It's as simple as that. He's trying to explain himself, and this guy keeps interrupting.
No, what that Bumble came to do was tell me about my mother. That's what he was doing. If he was trying to explain himself, he wouldn't be interjecting about somebody's mother.
So
the same way he came today, he came today and sabotaged the conversation by calling me a donkey.
But when you interrupted me, tell Black Select, I didn't talk about your mother. I told you that you're talking while I'm talking.
Mel, give me a sec.
Say that again.
This is what's happening here again. This is why I'm getting so frustrated with this, Tim, because remember, I keep telling you guys there were a string of different shows. So what's happening now is everything's just getting flinged under one pot, under one. It's not enough.
By Issa.
Hold on a minute now. So, Nine, share my screen, yeah, because I'm going to let him explain his whole theory so everyone can hear it. But I'm getting so sick and confused. Mel, you'll be able to hear it as well. Yeah, and this is the show, I remember the show, I think it was the same show, the show that Zara ended up getting vexed and running off on because she thought Nines was talking to her when Nines was talking to someone else. But yeah, and this is what I'm saying, it goes over weeks. You can't just fling up, that's why you can't have that narrative out there. Everything just fling up under one side, man, I say, God, Fuck that bitch. And that's how it got. Lady D's here to fix the fucking truth. Share my screen, Nanya.
Hello?
We're not a screen share, people. Until I get a screen share, you lot can't hear it. But yeah, go on, EIE. Say what bit you want to say first, then.
I get ready for work, so just might have even come off in a few, but yeah, man. What Issa is doing is a gross miscarriage of what happened, man. For real. This is some sheer bumbleclad revisionist, blood-clad rewriting.
You just got corrected by Lady D, bro. She smashed you up as well, bro. Been caught lying again. Imagine that.
You trying to play a little saver fucking Buddhist. That's what the fuck you trying to do.
Two people. I don't give a damn about Buddhist.
He's a fucking liar, man.
He's a black man. So
what
me and Lady D
can I
heard
expect from a shapeshifter that keep jumping cultures, man? He's a fucking liar, man.
I don't know if he is or not. But what I'm saying is, on that day, that's what he said. Right? We heard it.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
So Lady D, I think, would you read in the transcript?
You know what? Fuck it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it without me having to share the screen. Let me press play. Hold on. Can you hear that?
No.
You have to share audio. You have to hit the share audio.
If you separate the page, put it on another page totally, right? Rather than just next to it and play it. It should come up.
Like let's just say, for the sake of the argument, right? Sometimes there's just too much. I gotta be right about every single point, right? So he did say something, right? Or he tried to explain, but he didn't. Like, can we just understand that he didn't explain it? So nobody can get that understanding that this is what he meant if he didn't say it. So he should at least just say, you guys don't understand what I mean. And then he should be able to deal with things from that understanding. Like, this is how, if I say something and it could be taken a different way, and somebody takes it a way that is not the way that I wanted it to be taken, I don't be like, why are you acting that way? Why are you so upset? Why are you bothered? Because I know why they're bothered. I know why they're upset. Like, where is that understanding and awareness? I'm just confused.
Yeah, so he didn't get. Yeah, he basically didn't get to the bit that we did get from him, which is what me, Lady D agreed, is that he was suggesting. In fact, EIE agreed. He was suggesting a new way of doing it. EIE saying he's talking as if he's bringing something new we haven't heard before.
Ad-libbing.
The new ways. But nobody disagreed when he said that. No one disagreed when he said a new way until he suggested. So his new way was the not to call it racism, right?
Yeah,
so that's like, for instance, if somebody suggests we shouldn't call rape, let's call rape rough up, non-permission sexual assault. It's gonna the impact that it has is different. Nobody knows what this freaking term is, right?
Desensitized.
You're watering it down.
That's the point we were trying to convey to him the whole time. Do you understand?
No, I totally get you. What I'm saying is, I just wanted his thing to be tested.
But why he don't get it? Why he don't get it?
Hold on, listen. But he didn't get his thing. Didn't get put through the ringer by everybody for us to know what he would have come with at the end. Because as I said, now I disagree because I've already got mine from Elijah Muhammad. It's sorted. However, if a brother's got another idea, I want to hear it. But we never got to hear the fullness of it, and that's it.
Hold on. Let me try something.
Man, you contradicting the hell out of yourself.
You're not intelligent enough, EIE.
Man, you just a stupid ass Muslim who can't make
up his mind. Hold on. EIE, chill.
Why you didn't tell him to chill? Tell that
Both of
fucking
y'all.
Muslim to
Both
chill.
of y'all. No, both of y'all. How about that? Both of y'all. Just chill. Both of y'all. Just chill. Please and thank you.
Tell me if you can hear anything from my end, please. I beg sis. Tell me if you can hear anything.
No, I can't hear it. Oh, you hit play?
It's in the background. But separate the page.
Racially insults his wife. He's gonna call it racism.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
So you think he's just chatting for the internet? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Enough of these people are. Most, I'll tell you what. Yeah, a lot of people actually are just chatting shit because they're on this YouTube. They can just make these wild arguments or making these arguments day to day with people. Like, how hard would your life be if you start to have these arguments with literally everyone that you see? Like, right, so someone says, "Oh, there was a black person," and you're like, "Oh, you can't come back because there's no such thing as race or whatever." You know, no one doing that.
Okay.
Morning. Big up. Well,
go on. Gotta make sure there's a weird person floating around, man.
So I feel like on this point I do agree with why so religious. I feel like in this day and age we need to try and move away from this whole racism thing and call it out for what it is. So technically there is no racism, right? So it's the terminology of racism. Like, we are all humans, right? So there's one race of humans. There's different ethnicities, but one race. So I feel like prejudice is a better term because
prejudice is in the statement of part of what racism is.
Yeah, power plus prejudice. Yeah.
Racism. In the dictionary definition.
Can you turn it up a little bit? I could barely hear Belly.
It's the farthest I can go, sis, with the thing. But Veli's mic's always can't remember. Veli talks soft in it, so he's barely audible. But if you need me to pause at any time, just say pause. Yeah.
Well, so can you pause this for a second?
Yeah.
So right then and there, what I noticed is that he didn't say that there is racism. However, the way in which we should address it. He literally just said there is no racism. Like we can't. Like, if he said something later on, when we're thinking about how people reacted, how people responded. I'm just saying this for Black Select. Keep that in mind. He literally just said that. Okay, you can press play.
Hold on. Let me respond.
Hold on. Wait. Before you go, Black Select,
okay.
Just make sure we don't get carried away with this. I want you to pick up on that point you just made there, Black Select. But again, this is where Buddha's being fucking disingenuous, because then he comes back on it and then he says there is race. So this is the word games that he's been playing and allowing these narratives to be thrown out. Hence why I want you guys to hear it yourself, yeah? So yes, in one breath you will hear him say there's no race, the next breath you'll hear him say there is. So this is the games he's been playing.
All right, let's see. Notice both of you missed the important word. He said technically. And this is the thing.
My gosh. My gosh.
Wait.
I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute.
Okay.
I just said I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, I understand because he goes on to explain himself, and he's saying that the racist thing is basically a construct of them. So I get it now. His whole idea is...
That's why I said race neutral.
He
thinks we live in a race neutral. So if you say technically there's no fucking racism,
this is why it's cussing you out.
You're saying we pass racism.
EIE,
no.
Wait.
You see what I mean? I can see why man cusses him out. You see, when you're trying to talk and someone does this, it really pees you off. So what I'm saying is, sisters, is that his point was to present a whole new radical idea of race in and of itself, and within that context. But I mean, that's a great vision, bro, and it's not going to happen, right? So he's looking at it as we have to revamp the whole concept of race, and basically say there is no race except one race, the human race. So there's no races individual. It's just a concept that they brought around, right? And then within that framework, that paradigm, now it's called prejudice. So I see what he's... I mean, that's...
No, that was an argument he got from me. You might not know that, but I know that. I was the one who he had that conversation about prejudice and racism with first. because he thought that we had a discussion about racism, and he
says it here.
What?
He says it here. He says
but I'm telling you, there were conversations before.
So EIE, was it that on that same day, EIE?
No, it was a conversation before that.
Right, so let us go on. You keep talking about before.
You catch up to jog your memory. Remember, the words are there is technically there is no racism because we're all one race. Yeah, remember, right? That's
technically yes.
Technically, that's because there are, but he's saying technically, not technically because we don't want to, we just want, we know that it is, but we're trying to move away from it, as a strategy, right? Say if that's my thing is, if that's what you're saying, his point was, he didn't say that was his point. He said we're all one human race. Humans are the race. That was his justification. We can't lead and think somebody means something else that they're not stating, bro. Like he didn't state that.
Hold on, guys. Pause. I don't want us to get too carried away because again, you're going to hear it. So again, please just bear with us here. Don't get too heated right now because again, you're going to hear it yourself. Watch anyway. Let's go.
You have a prejudice against the race that will class you as a racist still.
I get that. So, like, even if you're like xenophobic, it's a form of prejudice towards strangers. There's all different types of things, but nonetheless, they're prejudiced. That's the key part of it, is the prejudice. If you don't have that, you can't be racist or xenophobic or anything else. You with me? So, I feel like to tear things down in this day and age, we've been using this racism thing for so long now. I feel like the prejudice is more apt for describing certain people. You with me? Certain actions
is already part of the vernacular that can be used to describe a specific part of racism.
How so? Go ahead, tell me.
Like you just did there, like you were saying. Someone has a racial prejudice against.
Good morning, everyone.
One.
Yeah,
someone has a racial. So say you hate strictly Chinese people, that's a prejudice, isn't it? You're prejudiced against Chinese people, and that's racism, isn't it? That's racial prejudice against the Chinese people.
So are you saying that
do not want to accept racism?
Who the fuck is this?
Wow.
No, fucking hell. Listen, I'm out there. Fuck that.
That cocksucker just do not he just want to absorb white people of racism. That's what this fuck bitch want to do. He is a white supremacist ally. He wants to just absorb white people of the culture they created that separates them from other human beings. He just don't get Buddha is not one of us. Buddha is not one of us. And I'm just sick of this fuck nigga coming around rehashing white people, absorbing them of their crime. Let these people's work just talk for them. Stop speaking for white people, Buddha.
Wow.
And we the ones who fucking deal with white supremacy. You don't deal with them. We do. You come on and absorb them of their crimes. I'm sick of you, motherfucker.
Wow. You didn't say nothing, did you? EIE.
Prejudice is what everybody. That time I did.
It's the human trait. He said that time I did, right?
Before him.
Let's press pause. Now let me just give a bit that. We need context, guys. That context where that's thrown away. Yeah. We need context.
I didn't say anything. I had no reason to say that to me. I didn't say anything.
Wait. We need context, yeah? So here's the context, guys, yeah? The reason why EIE's jumped up onto the panel with that energy is you've got to remember the shows before, right? So at this point, we're all sick and tired of Buddha coming up here and pushing this either Tommy fucking thing or this mixed race thing or why we need to accept racism. At this point, to us, the listening audience, it's jarring. Hence why you heard me going off on 9. We had enough. And he just kept pushing it. And I was like, okay. So I said, Veli, you got time. And Veli handled this one. Right? So let's just keep going. And you can see this is the frustration you're hearing from EIE now. So let's go.
White religious is a racist motherfucker who marries out of his fucking culture. It's not new. White people do it all the time. They will hate your ass and still fuck your ass. It's nothing new.
I'm sick of fucking Buddha doing this all the time. Go study this fucking culture, bumba.
Wait, EIE, wait. 1 second. Right. Yeah, bless myself, bless myself. Now, EIE, I hear what you're saying, but I would like Buddha, come back, man. Just come back, Buddha. So I want to hear what he's saying, because I'm hearing what you're saying, EIE, don't get me wrong, right? But like I was saying at the offset of the program, right? This is my potential fear. Okay, so you know what I mean. To use Biggie's type of thinking, it would be good to hear the opposing side. You know what I mean, and to hear why. Because the thing is that to me and you, obviously, that is not the thinking, yeah. But rightly or wrongly, there are other people like Buddha, maybe thinking the same way, right?
I've heard this argument time and time again. One of my good friends says it all the time. Oh, there's no racism because there's only one race, the human race, blah, blah, blah. At this point, you're arguing semantics. You're arguing about the word and the verbiage. And that, therefore, reflects from the point. What is happening is still happening. So, Rose, if it were not called by the same name, is still a rose. The act is still there. What you're doing is arguing about the wording of it. From what it is, not distracting from it. Say, okay, there is no racism. You've experienced it, no doubt, yourself. Tempted to go, oh, there's no racism. We'll call it prejudice, racial prejudice, religious prejudice, some sort of superiority complex. It still is what it is. And we grew up with it being called racism. So stop taking away from the word racism.
Well, that's why Buddha. Right. All right. No, listen. All right, Buddha. We're all big people out here, yeah. And I'm sure if you jump back on, EIE is gonna pay myself and my channel enough respect to allow you to speak. I do want to keep saying Buddha, yeah. So let's not do the soft. We've got big nuts. We've got just jump on. Let's have the conversation. EIE, don't back. Again, let's have to make a point. But I definitely want to hear what you're saying, Buddha.
Anyone want to say anything so far? Is it okay to keep running?
Yeah. I want to say something. So throughout this whole thing, there's a lot of noise. Somebody's playing pool or snooker or something in the background. What's going on there?
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry. That's me cleaning. Sorry.
She didn't knocking around. Okay. Yeah. So EIE pretended all this time that he didn't say anything. That Buddha just started talking to me like that. This guy cussed him, called him all kind of names in the show. Not before, in this show. And Nynefa must have forgot because she clearly heard it and was telling him to behave. So when I said what I said, that I didn't even hear this bit, I totally understand where he's coming from. Because even after that, the guy kept coming in. And Nynefa said, if you come back on, he will behave himself. And what happens? And I'm saying, just like when I'm talking to you, and this guy keeps interrupting, it is frustrating.
So do you understand how, so do you take it back that Nynefa was, like he's wrong for blaming her because clearly she tried to address it and she said something.
No, but she let him continue later on. No, listen, I'm not saying.
Oh, no, she didn't let him. Clearly.
I'm not saying you. No, because you got it wrong. You're accusing me of saying, do I believe? I didn't say that she's wrong. I'm saying I understand his perspective. I'm not saying she's wrong.
No, but you're missing that perspective, though.
No, it's clear. Listen, it's very simple. You've got YouTube channels. And you can run it how you want.
Wait.
Go on.
You missed that perspective, yeah? Okay, you said that EIE just came out, but you missed when Buddha first called him the cunt, innit? And then EIE. Do you want to hear it back? I think you missed it.
What, when he come in straight, he said, who's that? And then he said, oh, this. Yeah?
This cunt, yeah. And then EIE instantly reacts to that. So that's not actually EIE starting.
Hold on, what did he... All right, play it. See what he comes in first with. What did EIE say straight away? Yeah, play that first. All right, let's see.
He said hello to everyone. That's what he said.
No,
and
all right,
he said,
let's see who said what first.
Good morning, everyone.
What did he say? Pardon?
Good morning, everyone.
No, before that. What?
He said, oh, he said he's chatting shit. Good morning, everyone.
Rewind it. We can't hear it.
All right. Let's try again.
And well, that's a prejudice, isn't it? You're prejudiced against Chinese people. And that's racism, isn't it? That's racial prejudice against the Chinese people.
So are you saying that
do not want to accept racism?
Oh, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. I missed it.
Yeah. That's a specific part of racism.
How so? Go ahead, tell me.
Like you just did that, like you were saying. Someone has a racial prejudice against. Good morning, everyone.
Pardon? What did he say?
One second, yeah.
He's chatting shit. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but anyone says that chatting shit is not a personal insult, so let's not do this. Let's not do this. Whereas Buddha called him a cunt, which is a
No. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, does he need that level of delicate gloves? Like, I'm sorry. Like,
that's so far this dude is reaching.
Telling somebody
how they shit. You call people idiots all the time, and then you be like, okay, let's up. Okay then. So no one is unfamiliar with this platform, and no one.
Based upon what they do to me. So you can't.
No, you're doing that because you just disrespectful. You're a disrespectful person, but. I know that about you. I know that about you. So those are my expectations. If I see Shia Issa on a panel, I know he's a disrespectful person. Like I'm not going to expect. Okay, that's your opinion, though.
You've never seen me talk bad to anyone who hasn't first talked to me.
Oh my gosh, that's not true.
That's a damn
anyone that you disagree,
people
you
monkey
use
and everything.
Monkey, idiot, yes,
you
and they don't even call your name.
Asshole.
After what?
Khan did not call you no names, and you disrespected him. It's just the truth. Why can't you just embrace the fact that you're disrespectful?
You're lying.
That's why you're a clown. You're disrespectful.
You're an idiot. Khan literally came on and insulted me.
Oh my gosh! So then when I tell you about Miss Mama Shia Issa, then you think I'm wrong, right? But I don't. If you can disrespect me and call me names, I don't have no respect for you.
Because you're lying on me.
Listen here, little dick, erectile dysfunction, man. Shut the fuck up. See, I can disrespect you. I can disrespect you so easily. And I'm going to sleep very well tonight. I can tell you all about your little Willie TT, your baby TT.
Don't worry about that. You and your stink. What's your friend?
You don't know nothing about me. Yeah. You go wash your body because I'm sure your body get a lot of action, body boy. You wash your body. You wash your body. Your mouth stink. Cause you sucking too much stuff. Your mouth stink.
Respect the black.
Your mouth stink. Your mouth stink.
Out of your mind. Me tell you, rotten teeth. Out of your culture.
Your rotten mouth.
Mind. Respect the black woman, boy.
Your mouth smell of what? Wood. All right, you're
listen to it.
Your mouth smell of wood.
Your mouth.
Your body get enough wood. Your body get enough wood.
Woman. You're a big man. You're a big man. Cut it out.
Shut your mouth. You smell it.
Your daughter's mouth smell of wood. Your daughter's mouth smell of wood. Your mother's mouth smell of wood. Pure wood. That's all them get. Wood in the morning, wood in the evening, wood for dinner. Yes, that's what them get. You see? Because that's what I'm saying. Your mother's a whore. Your mother's a big dirty whore. You don't even know who your father is.
I know my father. Do you look
paternity test on mad dudes? Your mother had to do paternity test on mad dudes.
I look like my father.
Yeah. The mailman. Which one, the mailman or the milkman? Which one, the mailman or the milkman?
My parents are still married. Are yours? My mama is still married. Are yours? All right, shut your mouth. You shut
your mouth. You shut your mouth. You tell your woman that.
Yes, lady. Yes, lady.
Freaking pom pom.
Yes, lady. Shut up. Wash your front.
You wash your body boy.
La la la. Wash your front. You stink.
Batty
Batty,
boy.
batty
Yeah,
boy.
wash your front. You
Batty
stink.
boy.
Batty, batty,
Wash your
batty.
front. You stink.
You want to wash out your
That's why
batty?
you can't never get a
Wash
man because
out
you
your
smell
batty.
frozen. You smell frozen. Go wash yourself. Wash your frozen yourself. Smelly. God. Wash your frozen. Frozen girl. Move.
I smell like your
Move up.
mother.
Frozen girl.
Like your mother.
Move up.
That's who
Move
I
up.
smell like.
Stinking
Listen,
ass.
whatever you
Move
want to
yourself.
say, because guess what?
Move yourself.
I'm somebody's mother.
Move
So you can
yourself.
talk about somebody's mother, I can talk about somebody's mother too.
I don't give a
Straight
damn about
like
your
that.
excuses.
That's how
I
I
don't
dig it
care.
up.
You
I
stink.
think I'm gonna
That's all
respect
that.
your mother more than I
That's all that
respect
matters is
myself.
you
You got
stink.
me fucked up.
You stink.
I
I don't
promise you.
care. You
You got
stink.
me all the
You
way
can't
fucked
get a
up.
man. You stink.
Your mother's a
Go
bitch.
wash
Your
yourself. You
daughters is a
stink. That's
bitches.
it.
The
I
whole
don't
damn
care.
family is
You
a family
stink.
full of bitches.
You can't get a
It's the
man.
bitch family. The father's a
You
bitch.
stink. But that don't matter to you because
Everybody's a
you
bitch.
stink. You can't get a man.
Everybody's a bitch.
That's fine. But you
Bitch,
can't
bitch,
get a
bitch.
man. You're still single
Bitch, bitch,
and you
bitch.
stink. There
Bitch,
you go.
bitch, bitch. Mm-hmm.
It might be,
I'm
but
still
you
single, but you
stink.
was the one begging to be a
And you
brother
can't get a man.
husband. Because you want to
There you
share
go.
woman. Yes. You was the one begging to be my brother husband.
A
But
brother husband. A
you
brother
want,
husband.
yes. You want to share woman.
Brother husband. I don't know what that
Mm-hmm.
means. I don't know what that means.
Yes.
I might have
But
give you
you
something.
listen.
Yeah. I might have give you
Yeah.
some
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay then.
You're gonna get flung back where you come from. Yeah. Anyway, we know I don't want to catch nothing from you, so you.
All right. Can I speak now? Finally. Now. Hear what now? Can you hear me? Lisa, can you hear me? Yo, no, look after that. No. Lord.
Yeah, I could kind of hear you.
Yeah,
But
so here's
Nanifa's having a party.
I need
Yeah,
to
go on.
look after that man.
Nanifa's had enough. Nanifa's like, I ain't got time for you, look. She probably been smoking and just chilling, you know. She's just sitting there like, oh, you look carry on. Nanifa's thinking, so you don't want to blame me for wrong modification, yeah? All right, there you go. You saying I don't want? Yeah, big up, so. Big up the nine. Big up the nine. It's a big way. Ooh, yeah.
My bed, yeah. The link in the back. Yeah.
It's a big way. It's a Eastside big way.
I notice how these boys were turned Muslim quick for disrespect black woman.
Shut up, Batiwol.
Eh? I notice that.
Shut up.
Bumbleclad. Fish.
Fish?
Fish.
But go get a woman and shut up. Listen, Batiwol, you the one without woman.
Who are not involved in this and just listening to live streams, they should be able to forgive them. Okay?
That's one
Right,
culture
so
to culture.
listen,
It's a culture,
just forget about it. She goes about her life doing what she does with her community. I'll go about my life doing what I do with my community. You know the maddest thing? Do you know the maddest thing is, Nixie?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I played an excerpt of the video. I sent a link to an old Cody of mine, who's a black guy, right?
Yeah.
And I goes, bro, you're hearing this? And he laughed and cussed. He goes, bro, when you was on the fucking run, who was it that was like holding you? Like you was with my family. You were like family.
Yeah.
How you gonna like? Anyway, doesn't matter. So let me jump off. And Nixie, thank you very much for hosting me.
No, not at all.
Go ahead.
But please promise me you won't be a stranger. I feel like that. This, like, I know that you're in your feelings. Like I would be as well. Like this, you know, but also I just want to point out when you say about you forgive her in a way because Nyanisa did not mean it in that way, and she wasn't, because if you're saying it that way, it makes it look like she said it with intent, and she did not. It just came out.
Listen, whichever way it was said, it was said, Nixie. Okay, whatever the meaning behind it, what she thought it meant, or whatever, I took offense of what that was said. Okay, but nevertheless, I forgive her and I apologize for anything I've said or done. Okay,
Right,
so that's not just to her. That's to everybody on YouTube throughout the years I've been on here. Right. So whatever.
My question there is, why would you take offense at a hypothetical situation, at a hypothetical description? Why would you take offense?
Sis, you realize when he said he apologized, he was playing game.
Yeah, I know. I forget all of that, man. But I'm trying to ascertain why you would take offense at that. Of all the conversations that we've had, whether it be on the block or here, whatever, why would you take offense at that?
Nani, I have a question. Nani, I have a question. Did the byproduct comment, because that's what he's talking about, he took offense to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did that come up more than once? Was a byproduct used for the coolie situation and for the if you were to have a child with a white man?
No, just the coolie situation.
Okay, so he took offense that you referred to the offspring of an Indian person and a black person as a byproduct of that union. He was offended that you referred to the offspring as a byproduct of their love and their commitment to each other.
Again, he's trying to say that Indian and coolie, black mate coolie. Divine, we're saying no. But I said in the evolution in Jamaica, yeah, it could be argued that now in 2024, yeah, that such a person could be called a coolie. And I said, I think I said like if there was like an Indian and a black person, and though they made a child or whatever, I can't remember. Basically, that's where the byproduct was anyway, within the whole fucking coolie situation, but nothing to do with the hypothetical mixed race child, blah 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 blah, which is obviously what's being perpetuated, etc. etc.
So I wonder if you would have said the byproduct of their love, right? And you would have added that. Is that also offensive? Or is it just saying the byproduct, meaning the results of it, what came out of that union, right? That's what the byproduct is. It's not like the waste of it, or you know what I mean? I don't think you use a term that's like describing it in a bad way, but I'm just curious if you were to say the byproduct of their love, would that have changed how he heard it? Because it just really seems like all of this is more about maybe his feelings about being mixed race or having mixed heritage. I'm sorry, I don't mean mixed race, but having mixed heritage, and if he has some internal issues with it, then he's going to be easily triggered by things that people say.
Thank you. That's it, in a nutshell.
But the thing is, Mel, yeah, we already know this. I already know this because there's a time when he jumped on and he said, "It's not you, it's me." And this is what I'm trying to say. So you know that within yourself, that's why you're supposed to shut down the narratives that were being spread, my girl. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. If you know really and truly that it's really a you problem and not a me problem, you should have shut down those fucking narratives and wherever this and wherever that, instead of, you know what I mean, fucking being at the fucking barbecue. And that's my point.
All right, ladies, respect. I gotta go to work. Respect. I'll listen from the chat.
Okay, whatever the meaning behind it, what she thought it meant, or whatever, I took offense to what that was said. Okay, but nevertheless, I forgive her and I apologize for anything I've said or done. Okay, so that's not just to her. That's to everybody on YouTube throughout the years I've been on here. right? So where and I do try very hard not to be rude. Give an example. You know, like Rebecca. I don't know if she changed her name to Empress something.
Actually, I put a private message in the chat. She's been messaging you, and she wanted me to pass this on because we've been talking. But she said I did message you, fam. But
bless her.
That 24-hour delete thing was on, but I did message.
Okay.
You, which was good.
Big up.
Yes.
So Rebecca, when she first came about, she caught some fire off of some people because of her ethnicity. I believe, from what I understand, and so I went about calling her Reebok because her name's Rebecca. Yeah. Well, was Rebecca. So I gave her the nickname of Reebok and try and get, you know, how do you say that? Like, it's Reebok. It's not a big thing. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Banner,
that's the kind of individual I try to do. It's a banner. It's a fun. That's the kind of individual I don't like conflict.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I've been in conflict my whole life. I know what violence is. I know what aggression is. I know what anger is. I know what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying so hard to change my life, and do you know what I have? That's the ultimately I have.
Yeah.
But these types of scenarios, they're just not for me. When my own people turn their backs on me, then there's pointless me being there. It's pointless me sitting down and trying to have a conversation with a neo-Nazi. What's the other ones called? What are they called? Accelerationists.
Well,
So imagine an acceleration. It's pointless me having a conversation with an accelerationist when, as a black person, when my own people don't consider me black. Okay, cool. Is where it is.
I don't think that extends.
Listen, I don't want to take up too much time. Let Nanifa have her right reply.
But please let me, honestly, because I have heard, like, she's mentioned you a few times. I wish Buddha would just come up and talk. I wish he would come up and talk. Like,
Nixie, come up and talk. I came up and talked today, and you were there, and you saw what happened.
Yeah, but
do you think that's fair?
Nines. That wasn't Nines, though.
Okay, but hear what? That's what happened.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't Nines.
Right. Okay, cool.
I know
anyway, let me jump off and I'll listen from the chat. Big up yourself. All Big up everyone in the YouTube world.
Stranger, please, like, you know, you're always welcome here. And you know,
I
always like to.
And apologies to Danny. I did say to Nixie that I will go on her stream. But
yeah, piss off, Danny.
Anyway, take it easy.
But please, but listen to what Nines has got to say. You know, like I say, I titled this a way forward because I'm just hoping that something can, you know, be resolved. Because it'd be a shame to see you guys just fall out completely over this. Nines, if you want to jump up and say anything. But stick around if Nines jumps up so you can hear Nines' response to it. I hate this way of doing it, you know, because I just think both of you should be able to talk as adults, you know, together on this. Oh, let me just check the back. Okay. Hey, Nines.
Yeah, blessings.
I know it was frustrating for you.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just ask you something. Do you remember how he just recounted the story regarding the byproduct? Do you remember how he recounted it?
Yeah, you didn't say it like that. I've just tried to explain it.
Just 1 second, babe. I beg.
Yeah.
I beg.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said? Yeah.
Not word for word, but
no problem. But and that's why, Buddha, I don't know why you're running, you know. Yeah. So I don't know if you're on your computer, or I can jump on my computer next year, and I will play the thing again, because I don't even think Buddha remembers what the fuck happened. For him to come and just say what he just said, he either doesn't remember what happened, or he hasn't listened back, or he's trying to finesse the fucking situation. It's one of the fucking three. Yeah. But for Buddha to come up here after 3, 4, 5 days and whatever and say that type of shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I've got an even bigger problem.
Boy, oh boy, I don't think he does remember, and I think, do you know what? I think.
So
this,
then he's
I think, no, but I think,
then he's purposely being a. You get me? Because how can you not? He said that he says he's listened to my show. Yeah. So if you've listened to the show back again, how can you recount it so fucking wrong?
yeah.
This is just your emotions, Bedrin. You know what it is? I don't. And then you're gonna, I forgive you. Forgive me for what? I didn't do nothing. The fuck are you
I think
talking
he's saying
about?
more forgive you in the like that this has all happened, like it's
No. There's nothing to forgive me for because I ain't done shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unless he can come up here and tell me what I've done, then he can fuck off with that shit. Yeah. Cause Buddha, I like the way how we just, Buddhistly.
Lady D, can you pause it so I can
even
can you pause it?
recount properly. And I just asked her if I would love your
Lady D.
Buddha.
This is why
Jump
you
on
guys need to talk.
No, but he doesn't want to talk because he doesn't want to talk the truth.
It's 9E for playing, not Lady D. Lady D,
Nine.
Yeah, he can
Pause
come
it.
and give that little one and I ain't called you nothing. The fuck have I called you? Come up here and tell me.
I can't tell which one is nine. Buddha's in the back. That's why I was telling you to pause it.
Sorry, I was in the galley, man. Hold on. I couldn't even hear. Alright. 1 second. Alright, go on top, man. Give me 2 minutes.
Yo.
Big up, Boots. What's that, bro?
Big up, everyone. Big up. Do you know what? It's frustrating, like how you can see it and nobody else can see it. Like do you know what? This is the thing, right? You absolutely get it, Issa. Okay. And let me explain something. You know the analogy I was using about the bank and the way in which people speak, that was directed at him, in the sense that the way in which you speak to me is not conducive. I didn't want to turn around and say, listen, don't talk to me like that, because that I'm trying to explain, like, vis-a-vis the bank scenario when I had to go and get the remortgage or a loan, whichever it was, I can't remember. I was using that as an example to, like, look how you're speaking. In fact, every single interaction I've had with that individual has kicked off with some madness. And it's all because of him. He's kicked it off. Like you rightly said, Isa, when have you ever heard me speak to anybody like that? I've been on these panels over 8 years now, right? I've spoken to every kind of person you can imagine. All right, I got into it a little bit with the neo-Nazis, but that's to be expected. But I spoke to yourself. I spoke to Titans. I spoke to Veli. I spoke to Ras. I spoke to everyone. You never hear me speak the way we speak. Because guess what, Isa? You're a man. You're in the UK, yeah? If I say certain things to you, we're going to have to go and meet somewhere in a car park or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? But certain individuals are keyboard warriors. They're in another country. They're bright with their mouth. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's exactly what...
Sorry, go.
No, I was going to say that this was exactly what I was thinking. If he had said a lot of stuff, like when I've said my piece and he can have a tirade of abuse, I don't mind. But not while I'm talking something important. Because he's over there. If you want to diss me from over there, no one's catching no plane for nothing. You might as well put on your knickers and bra and just go to bed. Do you see what I mean? Why are you going to run your mouth when you know you can't back your talk? We're not going to see each other face to face.
And Nine's absolutely correct. You talk a certain way to someone, it's on point. It's like it's on site. There is no fuck that. Give me your address. Where you at? Let's go. Let's meet somewhere. See if you got that same kind of attitude and energy. Yeah, and that's something that I've that shouldn't be happening. Well, amongst I don't even say my community no more. I want to say our community, as in your community and my community. Yeah, because that's how it's got now. It's I've been.
Did you hear when I come on at the beginning? Did you hear what I said?
I missed. Do you know what? I'm unsubscribed to the channel. It's only when people tell me like this is, So I've missed a big proportion of this channel, I imagine. And do you know what? I don't know if things are said I made mistakes in my recollection, so I'm going to give Nani for the better benefit of the thing. She said things in mistake in what her recollection is. That's why I've said in the comments, play the actual video. Let's hear it. Right? Listen.
Look, I can play it back, you know.
You can. Okay, brilliant. Would you like to do that then?
No, I can do that, Buddha. I can definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I can definitely. And sorry,
Do you have a timestamp that you want her to start from, Buddha?
I can, but let me just finish off what I was saying to Issa for 1 second, if I may, right? So the whole idea is that when I leave this panel tonight, okay, this whole thing will be done because it's dragging on and on and on and on. Okay, I've all left YouTube, said I'm not coming on panels and all, but for the benefit of putting this to bed, I'm here now. Okay, I don't particularly want to sit down and have a conversation with you, go through each part. That's not going to be
a question, yeah, because I know you.
But let me can I maybe finish if that's okay with you?
My bad.
Okay, cool. So Issa, the point I was making, remember what I was just saying about the bank and all the rest of it, and moderating the language and the way in which you interact with people, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you heard that piece. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, a few days after that, someone tells me listening to Veli's channel, which I've had to unsubscribe to as well. All right, cool. So I've gone onto that channel, I'm listening, and everyone's telling him, moderate your language. You can't talk certain ways, calling people X, Y, and Z and B. Do you know what I'm saying? The same conversation I was trying to put forward, moderating language, way in which you interact with people. That's exactly what's being said there, but more directly. In the sense, like, you know, he turns around and calls Veli, I can't remember if he said it or he posted it, but he's calling Veli a racist, is this, that, and it. Like, where does this end? Like, but let me not take up too much time. Go ahead, Nanifa.
Trolling at that point, Buddha. Come on, man.
Sorry?
He was trolling at that point. Come on.
Oh, he was trolling. Oh, okay.
Right, so let me put down my plate. So, as you are here, and there's no EIE and blah, 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 right. Tell me why you hate me, Buddha.
So that's another lie. I never said I hate you, Nanifa.
What did you say?
No, it's not okay. Because I never said I hated you.
Correct me.
I don't like you.
Okay, tell me why you don't like me, Buddha.
Okay, so clearly, what happened that day on your show, okay, your channel, your show, your panel, okay, when, let me think of an instance, when EIE asked me if my brother's a real nigger or mixed like you, do you think that's appropriate language?
EIE asks you if your brother is a real nigger or mixed like you.
Yes. Do you think that's appropriate language?
Do I think that's appropriate language? For EIE, yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we're pretty much done here then. Really, there's nothing really.
Hold on. 1 second. Yeah. You've been with us for how many years? Are you saying that you're not used to EIE's language?
How many interactions have me and EIE had?
I don't know.
Okay, I would say at the very most 6 interactions, and guess what those interactions were?
On my hand. Right. Okay. You're breaking up a little bit, but I also wanted feel like for what it's worth, you acknowledge that you are part of the Black diaspora, or was it the African diaspora? It's one of them. And in that diaspora, I am learning, and I'm learning that sometimes, like, we're not going to be able to police the way in which everyone in diaspora communicates. I am learning that we all communicate differently, and if I start clutching my pearls or start policing them, oh, maybe you shouldn't speak this way, speak that way. Number one, it comes across as if I am saying that my way is superior. It comes across very judgmental. it's not a unifying approach. And I think that once relationships are established, once you can have dialogue around some sort of code or whatever, or how a strategy about, like, in certain spaces, do you think it's best if we talk that way? That's when I engage in conversation that way. I live in northern part of America. You can definitely hear that my southern brothers and sisters who are black in America, they express themselves differently than I do. Am I just going to be like, oh, you sound country, you sound dumb, you sound this, I bet you can't handle no business. That is not going to unify me with people. It is going to be the direct opposite of that. I'm not going to have a good outcome of that conversation. They're not trying to hear what I got to say, because I'm basically saying you sound like an idiot. And really, they sound like a person who they have their unique experience in the diaspora, right? The way in which a Guyanese person speaks, the way in which a Trinidadian person speaks, the way in which somebody from Costa Rica or Panama or Alabama and Tennessee. We all sound different. We all communicate. They Black Americans say the N word a lot here. I cannot just be like, I'm just only going to speak around with Caribbean people. That's not how I live my life. A lot of my friends, they saying it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even comment on it, because that's how they express themselves. In For me, what was more important is unifying on other things. So I'm just dropping that little tidbit that yes, he is not from Mauritius. He does not have your experience, and the way in which he communicates isn't always the same in which I communicate, the way you communicate. So if you care to, which you don't have to, whether it's Nines, him, or somebody else, if you care to understand the meaning of what they're saying and not get caught up in the semantics. I have Jamaican ancestors where if you gain weight, they say you fat. They're not going to tell you, oh, you put on a few pounds. They're not going to say it nicely. And it's for me to understand what it is they're trying to say. Oh, yeah, thank you. They might say you're fat and you look good. They might say fat and good together. Where in America, that's not a good thing. You fat, right? We don't use that word. So all I'm saying is that half breed may not have the same connotation in Jamaica as it does in Britain, right? So, are they saying this in hurt, or are they saying like, oh, you got mixture, oh, you a half breed, like, and they just mean it like you fat, like that. It's neither one of them sound good. I'm not excusing them. I hope you understand what I'm saying, but I hope that you're not hearing me make excuses for.
You're saying a lot. I'm trying to remember everything you're saying there, Mel. All right, let me try and break
I was
it
just saying, understanding about the diaspora and how
yeah.
we all
I get
communicate.
that.
That's the summary.
Okay, cool. All right. So look at this now. So in common parlance in America, I understand that the N word is thrown around like it's nothing. That word is not acceptable to me. Okay, I don't accept that word. Right? Regardless of how I feel about Nyanifa or whatever, me and I walking down the street and someone calls her an N-word, they're getting it. There is no, let's have a sit down and have a conversation about it. They're getting it. That's how much I feel about any form of racism, any form of disrespect, any form of prejudice. Yeah. Now, that's not just me. That's the UK, and I would hope that's the movement in the UK. Right? When do you know how offensive? And people know this. I don't have to explain this. When you say half breed, right? Humans have ethnicities. Dogs have breeds. Yeah. When the slave master had the slave breeding farms in the Caribbean and the West, whatever, right? They were using those to breed, literally breed as many slaves as they can to increase their stock, to increase productivity. Okay, so the mere mention of the word breed alone.
But so would you say that would you not say that there are some that there are some remnants of that. Like when a Jamaican person says, when a guy says, how would he say my girlfriend is pregnant?
How a Jamaican person would say, "Listen,
Yep, or
I went to
I got her pregnant. Hold on, or I got her pregnant.
yeah. I was
No, you
speaking
was.
and
I
you,
didn't cut you. You stopped
yeah, no,
speaking.
I had a trail of thought and you've just thrown me off thought. What was I going to
Okay,
say? Let
my
me just
bad
finish
then.
off.
I
No,
thought you
it's
was
cool.
done.
Let me just finish off what I was saying. What was I saying? All right, cool. So again, I don't have an issue with anybody's accent, whether it be a Russian, French, Chinese, whichever, Jamaican. I don't have an issue with somebody's accent at all. In fact, it makes me happy when I hear different accents around me. I love that because I love human beings, right? Okay, cool. So if somebody's saying something that is offensive, the onus is on somebody else to explain that and say, listen, you can't really talk like that, man. That, over here, this is that. You can't use them kind of words. It's highly offensive. And again, I understand you want to try and, explain away his behavior and his language.
No,
But
I wasn't
wait.
saying that.
Sorry, Mel. Let me just finish. But let me give you an example. Yeah. When a lady jumps onto the panel and he's like, yo, shut your mouth, you white bitch, or you mixed breed bitch, or something. Is he using that in the affirmative way? Or like, is that like, or is he using that in a negative, insulting way? Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
I would ask him. I don't know.
you would ask him. Okay.
I can't speak for. Okay, so I don't. Maybe that was a fake question. So I'll go back on it.
Huh? Fake
Was you
question.
asking me for? Was you asking me literally, or was that like a
Yeah,
rhetorical
literally.
question?
Yeah,
Okay, what I'm
no.
saying is that what I wanted to comment on is I mentioned that people in my environment utilize the N word. I don't utilize the N word. I say N
Okay.
word. I text it and all of that, right? So
Yeah.
the way in which I handle it is I will say like if somebody maybe on YouTube, I don't know, like how far I'm gonna get with that, especially because we don't know each other and so forth. But people that I know, and they like say I'm on the phone and they just, I'll say like, "Whoa, you be dropping the N word a lot," like I don't really use that word, and literally saying that as opposed to me saying you're a degenerate, you're an idiot. This is how you talk. You're low class and all of that. Literally just saying, oh, I don't really use that word. They may slow down on using it because, again, if it's a person's habit to say it, it's going to fly out, right? Just like, I may have certain things as part of my vernacular that somebody else doesn't use. I like when I would go on Rap Raven's show, he doesn't want any cursing at all. I'm a
Right.
profane person. Fuck, bitch,
Understand.
motherfucker, bitch ass, pussy. You know what I'm saying? I curse. So it takes a lot of, like you got to really be intentional,
No,
right? But he
I
said that,
understand what you said. I
right. So
get.
what I'm saying is that if he's saying certain words, it's a way. I'm not
Yeah.
telling you to change your standards because somebody else is there. I would be that. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is
Okay.
that there's a way in which you say, listen, I would prefer when you and I are talking because for me that word carries a lot of stuff from our past. It
So
may
look at
not for
this. Look at
you.
this, melanated. The first 3 times that he uses that word, and I cuss him. Do you not think he knows that that word is offensive to me?
Okay, I'm saying that you go into the and I cuss them because now when we talking about this space on YouTube where people it can be very contentious and combative,
Right.
then guess what do you think I'm going to do if you making a point that I think is stupid,
Yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
I want to trigger you. I'm gonna say this nigga don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to use it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm
that's fine.
literally
You can
gonna use
use it,
it
but then you've got to accept.
hold on, not because because I want to racially offend you.
Yeah.
Because it could have been calling you a pum pum. I know some guys are very masculine. As soon as I say your pum pum is bleeding, I don't have to call them the N word. It's whatever I know is going to get to them.
All right, so Melanie, look, I want to try and wrap this up with Nanifa. I don't really want to go on, and I think Issa wants to say a couple of things. Right, look at this. Look, if the first 3 times me and you have an interaction and you use the N word and I cuss you, and notice when I cuss, I don't cuss racially. I'll cuss your mom, your dad, every kind of thing I can think apart from your ethnicity. Okay, because I can't be a hypocrite. I can't at one stage turn around and disrespect you for calling me a racial slur and then cuss you back with a racial slur. That's just the way I am, okay? So after 3 times, you know that I don't like that racial word you're using towards me, then clearly you're doing it on purpose to be prejudiced towards my ethnicity and all the rest of it. That's the only conclusion I can come to. But anyway, let Issa and let's try and finish this off with Nanifa. Go ahead, Issa, whatever you wanted to say.
Yes, brother. It's very simple. That really didn't need to take that long. You gave the example of the N-word. So that in America, they got some weird thing about the hard R and using the A and all this nonsense, right? And which ones of the N-word and how it ends somehow makes any difference, right? And they want to keep that word. So the thing is, it's true. In the Caribbean, we may use the term half-breed, but it's no different than the N-word. You could say, in the context of how someone says it, it's like you using the ER. And we know there were other things said. So when you said he asked you about your brother, when he said he asked you about your brother, when he asked you about your brother,
no,
we
but
know exactly what he said.
1 second. I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Hold on a minute.
I don't agree that we can be making an analogy or a comparison with mixed breed and nigger. No. Yeah. At the end of the day, in Jamaica, Buddha, well, if Buddha it was in Jamaica as a person of biracial or whatever he chooses to call himself today, yeah. In Jamaica, they call him a mixed breed. If they know that he is of mixed whatever, they're gonna call him a mixed breed. It is what it is. Yeah. If you're fat,
you see how you're firing shots though. You see how you're firing shots. But this is one of the reasons. The crux of the matter is this, right? You just said how I call myself today. See, not even like.
Let him speak. Let him speak. I want to hear what he got to, how he interpreted what was said. But he feels offended right now. I don't want him to end up leaving, so I'd rather him address it.
No, it's not like a leaving situation. I don't like conflict. Yeah. So when someone will start talking to me a certain way, I'm gonna cuss them back, and that's not pretty. And everyone can see that's not pretty. Some people find that entertaining, but I don't. Okay. All right. Cool. So when she literally just said what he is today, I am what I am every day of my life, and I've told you, I've explained it ad nauseum. Okay, yet you still use these little sly shots like what he is today. All right, cool. But carry on.
No.
Wait, she's trying to. You think she's saying it changed? Are you saying?
I didn't interrupt you, Melanated. Come on, man.
All right. I'm just asking more questions.
One sec. What I was saying, brother, is she misunderstood my analogy, right? I wasn't comparing Jamaica and how they talk in relation to Americans. I'm saying the way that how in the Caribbean, it's not just Jamaica, we would say half-breed, right? Or even mixed breed. I'm saying we know how that term can be used in general, unoffensively, but we know how that term can also be used offensively. It's very straightforward. Do you know what I mean? They will literally say half-breed, the half-breed you from up there. Simple as that, bro. It don't always mean offensive. But as
a descriptor, right?
Descriptive, yeah.
So 1 second. So let's punctuate that a little bit more, yeah. So if you're fat, yeah, in Jamaica they're gonna call you bigger, fat, you rare this, rare that. If you look like a Chinese man, they're going to call you Mr. Chin. If you look like a fucking Indian, they're gonna call you Mr. Singh. Yeah. If you're black, you're gonna be blacker. What they see is what they call you.
Yeah. But
would you agree with that, Select?
Yeah. They call you yellow man. Everything's based upon what they see. Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying, you know, as well, that when they're ready, there's a certain one of the words have an other side to it, and that's what I'm saying. So the context with which he's saying is your brother an N-word or half breed like you. It's not like, it's very clear what he's saying. He's trying to insult him. Do you know what I mean? So he's trying to, but he said it himself today.
So then hold on 1 second then, yeah. So that's really interesting then. So if it was rephrased like, is your brother a black person or a mixed race person or biracial person like you? Does that make a difference?
The tone and the whole context of the conversation, of course it does. That's what. This ain't even a conversation.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Hello?
So with all that being said, what's that?
Sorry. Again, you're using this term biracial. Do you know what biracial means?
Two races, huh?
Two.
Yeah.
Am I devised of two ethnicities, Nanifa?
What do you call yourself, Buddha?
Anyway, I'm just pointing out. I'm just pointing out.
He would say he's mixed. He would say mixed heritage. I've heard Buddha say he has mixed heritage.
The thing is, right?
She
It's
wasn't
like
talking about you though. She was just giving up.
I understand. I understand. Listen, Issa, it's not about whether she's talking about me or whatever. Certain words, like I don't take offense from that because clearly
you don't like biracial.
Right? But I'm not biracial.
Right?
No, I'm asking. I don't mean it's you. I don't mean for you. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, like,
you don't like people being referred to as biracial.
Well, no. If you are biracial, in the sense that one person's white and one person's black, then you're biracial. There's two components there. Yeah, I'm a multitude of different ethnicities within my bloodline, so that's why I say mixed heritage. Okay, and to this day, everyone keeps saying, how black are you? Like, literally, how black are you?
Have you ever heard me ask how black you are?
No, not you. I said people. I didn't say you.
So I want to talk about me, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. But when you were saying biracial, you weren't talking about me, but you're still. Yeah. Okay. Let me up. Go ahead.
What is your problem with me?
Okay, so let's get to the crux of it. The problem I have with you, is you saw what happened between me and that other individual. Okay, now nobody jumped in. Nobody said, "Hey, listen, yo, those kind of words can't be used over here. This is unless they are allowed to be used here, and it's okay and it's cool. Then let me know, innit?"
Okay,
is that the case?
No. So the long and short of it is that you hate me because of the words that EIE said to you.
Well, if you're going to interrupt me, I'm asking you a question. You'll answer with another question. Okay, so if you maybe answer the question, you'll understand, right? Because
let me answer. Go on, answer me again.
Go ahead. All right. So when he used those words towards me, like half breed and all those kinds of things, nobody jumped in to say, "Listen, that's unacceptable. You shouldn't refer to our brother like that. He's part of the community." Blah 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 blah. I didn't hear none of that.
True, so, but 1 second.
Okay. So but maybe let me finish about 1 second.
Yeah,
wait. So I haven't even asked you the question. So how can you answer a question I haven't asked?
Okay, go on.
Okay. So the question is this: is it okay to use that type of language towards another person within this community, the community of this channel, or is it not?
Okay. Am I allowed to answer now?
Please.
Okay, cool. So, like I said, one, I definitely try to stop you two from warring this, that, and the other, yeah? But at the same time, Buddha, like I said on my panel, yeah, you yourself are telling the man to suck out mums, his whole family as a whole, this, that, and the other, boom, boom, boom. Now, he done that about 3 or 4 times. You done that about 3 or 4 times on that particular stream. I don't know about streams before because I'm not really watching what you two are up to with it. But I'm just talking about on the stream, that particular stream, yeah?
Don't you think you should be as the channel manager, like the channel owner?
Sorry?
Don't you think you should be as the channel owner?
What, watching all the different spats between the people that are in the chat?
Oh, on the chat. Sorry, I thought you meant the panel. Go ahead.
I mean,
I've got him blocked, so I don't know what he's writing in the chat.
No, so but how many times have you and him got into it on the panel?
I would say about 5 times, maybe 6.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember it. I'm not recollecting. I did like, because if it was a one like that, when you're both on the panel, I'm not thinking, oh, rotted, there's big fireworks between these guys, this, that, and the other. I'm not even thinking that, to be quite honest. Yeah. And also, like I said, there was more than just myself on the panel, in it. There was other persons on the panel that I do believe tried to mediate. You get me? But you were very hot tempered that day, Buddha. You see what I'm saying to you?
With reason, right? With reason.
Can I also say too, Buddha, people be making up and stuff like, today I done told Black Select all about his mother and his daughters and his sisters and everybody. And then 2 weeks from now, he be like, bless up, melanated, bless up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say like you're definitely entitled to feel how you feel, but you can't act like that don't be happening on these panels. Come on, bro. Like, people.
Melanated, listen. Put yourself. Forget what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Put yourself in my shoes. Okay, you go onto a panel where evidently we get on. We speak about different subjects. We may not agree and all the rest of it. Blah blah blah. But guess what? We speak to each other with respect, politeness. We break rules. We have a joke and that. All right, fine, cool. Then an individual comes along, disrespects you, call you like very offensive words. You let it slide. Happens a second time, happens a third time, happens a fourth time, happens a fifth time. Okay, so what do I do? Sit there like some sort of idiot and just like let it happen, expecting somebody to turn around and say, do you know what you're doing to Buddha is actually wrong. Don't hear none of that in all the encounters. Big up EIE, big up EIE. All right, cool, big up EIE. So I'm thinking, do you know what, like, there must be some sort of like environment that I'm not fitting in here, because that kind of behavior is unacceptable. Like, unless it is acceptable, in which case I shouldn't be there. Hence why I thought, you know what, I'm subscribing, never come here again. It's this thing.
In a bit of a precarious situation in it, because like you just heard Melanated saying it, Melanated and Select have just been going at it. Yeah. I to all jaw tunes. Even through the fucking tunes, the people them are going at it. Not once or twice. Yeah. Because I've drawn through a couple times and I still see fucking Select's fucking thing going. I'm thinking, is this man still talking to Bumbleclee? Yeah. The point I'm trying, listen. But if you dislike me or have feelings for me or whatever the right word terminology is because of EIE or because of my lack of management of EIE or whatever, I can't do anything about that. But I'll be real, you know what I mean? And it's a shame that you dislike me because of another person.
Well, no, you could do something. You could turn around and say, you know what, Buddha, I'm sorry. Do you know what? It was a fucking misunderstanding. I used the wrong word. I'm sorry you got upset. Like this thing with EIE, maybe I should have handled it a bit different, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I feel like ego and pride plays a big position here. And I don't know if it's the whole goddess.
In me?
In yourself, yeah. So I'm not sure if listen, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. I don't know if it's this.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the goddess complex that, or it's a black thing. You're not going to apologize to a mixed race. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Taking shots. No, let's just say it on both sides. Okay. You good.
I'm surmising it because clearly we could have just done this thing and it wouldn't have blown out of proportion. You could have just like
so
said, you know what?
So 1 second then, Buddha. Who blew it out of proportion?
Okay. I unsubscribed to your channel and left for the whole week. That's my intention. I absolutely have no reason to be on YouTube anymore. Okay. You're the one that said yourself kept telling me, move and go. Don't come out here. Bro, I made the right decision. Sorry?
Don't try to finesse me. Who's been speaking this week, Buddha?
Sorry?
Who has been speaking about this issue this week, Buddha?
This week, everyone and their mother. Everyone has been. I've heard it on Base Luke's. I've heard it on Veli's. I've heard it on your show, wherever you've been. You've spoke about it. Some of your panel members, sorry, you asked me a question. Let me just respond to it, innit? Okay. Jupiter. Who else? I think Wendy's even spoke about it. What's the guy's name? Danny Roscoe spoke about it. Who else? So there's a multitude of people, including yourself. A multitude of people, including yourself and your panel members.
Okay. Do you think it's okay? I mean, I don't know, because I don't think have I run a show since? But okay, obviously I've spoken about it. I don't know, on the block. Okay, Gummy. Why is Gummy speaking about it?
You'll have to ask her. You know, like how you invite.
No, I'm asking you.
But I'm not Jupiter.
No, but you've asked her to play it. So why did you
ask her to asked her to play? Yeah. I asked her to play one simple thing because this is why.
Yeah.
Did you say why? To explain, you know, when you you asked me a question, let me respond with the answer of said question. Okay. So when you said, this byproduct thing wasn't used in a certain way, wasn't used as a hypothetical, you know, you actually made a fraudulent slip and went on Vellies and referred to people, not me, but people in general as byproduct. You byproducts, or you people who perceive yourself to be byproducts.
No,
did you remember that?
I specifically said, fuck all of you people, yeah, that want to be out there with your fake outrage, that want to perceive yourself as byproducts. Yes, I fucking said that.
No, yes, you said, but you called them byproducts, and you corrected yourself. Sorry, I've got the recording. There's no point in arguing it. I've got the recording. There's no point in arguing.
If you got the byproduct,
of course you don't. And this is the attitude. This is what I'm saying. You clearly don't give a fuck. You clearly don't have an issue with using that kind of language. Listen, because you wouldn't be given all of the offense. Sorry, excuse me.
Still fucking up here. If you are still coming back on my fucking panel, yeah, and trying to still assert that I'm using the word byproduct in the way in which you're trying to say, you can fuck off, you know.
Okay, so let me just try again. I've come here for a resolution, and you're doing this.
But listen, there can only be resolution based on truth, Buddha. We had this conversation last time. Yeah.
Wait. Sorry, let me just speak to
the recording. I just want to know the recording that you have. What context was the Bob part when she said you? Can you describe what the context was? Because sometimes you speak very fast, and sometimes you skip
exactly what she just said. Exactly what she just said. But what she done is she said byproduct, and then she corrected herself and said perceive themselves as byproduct. Now, what I'm saying to you is this, right? Given everything that's happened, even Base Luke coming on and explaining you the definition of what that means, okay, and all the offense it's caused, you still use that word. Do you think that? And you want to go?
Wait, offense caused to who?
Wow.
To him, nice to him. Okay.
Answer.
I don't see anything wrong with byproduct. My son is a byproduct of me and his dad.
He's not a byproduct of you and his dad.
He's a product. How can you tell me?
He's not. He's a product, not a byproduct.
I don't see the.
You don't see the difference clearly. That's what I'm saying. Neither did I. Neither.
I get it.
So if we say clearly, so that's going to help me to see the difference. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
do you need to know? Okay, do you want to know the difference? If you want to know the difference, I'll explain it to you. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I mean, I think if there's a misunderstanding, that's what's needed.
Right. Okay, that's all it took was a misunderstanding. Yo, you know what? I didn't mean that. Yo, I didn't understand what I'm saying. Simple thing.
No, I'm saying. If I'm saying a word, you could be like, do you really mean byproduct? Because a byproduct is da 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 da. You could, I mean, that could have brought clarity. This whole thing just went really left because the communication.
We tried to do that on the night, but Buddha was in his feelings. Yeah, because
and so was I wrong to be in my feelings after being called up?
1 second, Buddha. The first thing is, he said, we said, do you understand what byproduct means? I goes, please don't come with BI, yeah? I mean, BY, yeah? Because he come back with waste products and all that. I goes, Buddha, are you being serious? Yeah? Considering the conversation, you know, the conversation was Buddha wants to know It was about if one person and another person can make another person. Yeah. Now I admit, like I even said on the same night, okay, it was clumsy, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to when he's saying, "Oh, is that?" I'm saying I'm not trying to personalize it like that, brethren. Come on, man, it's 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, I wasn't trying to personalize it. And then I said, okay, what would you call the child? He said, no. I said, what would you call it or whatever? He said, a child. I goes, but a child is not really a good description of what we're trying to establish, which is the whatever of this person and that person. You know what I mean?
No, whatever. Describe it. What would you? What if we're not trying to describe a child? What are we describing?
Because your whole thing was that about a coolie person, yeah, and your thing was that a coolie is a mixture of black and Indian.
Are you sure? Are you 100% sure?
1,000% sure.
Okay, play the clip, please. If you don't mind, if you could, because you're about truth and rights. Play the clip right now. I'll go on mute.
I'll find it. Do you remember asking us about Supercat?
And there's the thing. I remember asking you, not telling you.
Okay, asking us, yeah? So your inference was that Supercat was a coolie, correct?
I asked you. I didn't infer. Whoa. I asked.
Okay, you asked, yeah? No one didn't say nothing. You was like, oh,
but when they answered you, you asked it again, like as if they were incorrect. You was like, Supercat's not a coolie, like that. Like it's a way you ask a question that does infer something. Supercat's not a coolie? Are you saying Supercat's not a coolie?
Let's just play the thing. Why don't we just play the thing so everyone can hear? But if Issa or Melanie want to jump in, sorry, one thing I was going to ask you, Melanie, was this. You know, you said you're from the South and the N-word is used within common vocabulary within the South, the N-word, right? Cool. Now,
they use it all over. They use it all over.
Okay, cool.
I don't do the word, but I don't do nothing about white. See, I'm different. You see how you asked now the question that she didn't want to answer, but she still answered it. I'm not answering what if a white person. I'm on YouTube with it. That's my answer. I'm not answering.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay, fair enough.